Ni tariki 15 mweri wa gatatu mwaka-ini wa 2025 Thaa Ithatu gakihoka uri thayo nigetika Waithira wa Githure na moko meri gakunyita ugeni mohoro-ini ma Mugi TV Thaa Ithatu kuria Facebook na ndumiriri o yothe page-ini ya Waithira wa Githure ona kana page-ini ya Mugi TV YouTube Mugi TV na tukimurika ripoti ya mbere ni ati Iko nini thutha wa mutongoria wa bururi gwikiranira ngirimiti ya kurutithania wira na mutongoria wa mung'ethaniro Raila Odinga kugacirithia bururi. Raila ni ateteire mutongoria wa bururi uko akioria arĩa marenda kumweheria gĩtĩ-inĩ nĩkĩ gĩgwĩkĩka ehera. Odinga oritio hĩndĩ ya mathiko ma retired Colonel James Gitahi ũrĩa wakuire nĩ mutino wa barabara, akiuga mũbango wa ngwatanĩro yao nĩ kugacirithia bururi.
Kibaki alikuwa ameshinda. Kibaki ndiye alishinda hiyo uchaguzi. Uchaguzi ambao imekuwa naita free and fair. Tangu tulete hii mfumo wa siasa yenye vyama vingi ni 2002. Hiyo peke yake. Hizi zingine zote unajua SK mwambie nyinyi. SK mwambie nyinyi. Kwa hivyo mimi usimwambie mimi nataka mimi nishinde. Nimeshashinda mara mingi. Sijatangazwa tu. Mimi najua mwaka juzi tulikuwa nasema funguni saba. Sisi tufunguni saba. Maana tulikuwa najua ndani ya saba kuna ukweli. Walifungua. Lakini muhimu ni kwamba Kenya ni mkubwa kushinda sisi zote. What's important is democracy is a project. It's not an instant coffee that you brew and drink at the same time. What is important that Kenya remains together. Hakuna haja ya kusema Raila asimame na 27 kama 27 hiyo Kenya itafika pale kama imechomeka. Kenyans need to live between now and 2027. It's now. Gharama maisha ni juu sana ya Wakenya. Wakenya wanaumia. Bei ya chakula iko juu. Ushuru iko juu sana. Mambo hii ya ufisadi imepanda. Ndio sababu tukaweka ile mkataba. Tumeweka 10-point agenda. Na hiyo 10-point agenda sio usalata. Wewe unataka tufanye namna gani? Kama kuna njia nyingine. Unasema Ruto aende. Aende alafu nani ifanyike? Mbele pale Ruto aende aweke Gachagua. Sasa Ruto aende, Kindiki aende abaki pale. Baadaye Kindiki aende weke mtu mwingine. Hakuna haja. 27 itafika. Lakini Wakenya wako na shida mpaka ya shida yatatuliwe sasa. Sio siku nyingine. Hatuwezi kupiga siasa miaka 5 yote mfululizo. Nchi haiwezi kuendelea mbele. Maana yake mkiweka nchi katika hali ya campaign, kelele mingi zaidi. Kuna kazi inafanyika. Mpaka kuwe na wakati ambaye kazi inafanywa. Alafu baadaye tunarudi tena kwa kampeni. Si namna hiyo. Hiyo ndio mimi najua. Ndio sababu tunaona baba ako hapa. Na mimi niliuliza Wakenya kama mnataka niendelee. Wakaniambia endelea. Baba endelea siendelee. Endelea siendelee. Sasa umesikia wamejibu wewe jamaa. Sio wametoa majibu. Sisi tunajua wakati hili ya kampeni kifika, hiyo wote wanaume jitokeza. Sio lazima Raila simame. Raila vile anaweza kukaa nyumbani. Umesema Raila ni mzee sana. Sio unasema Raila ni mzee sana. Ni baba aendelea siendelee. Akae nyumbani. Asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki.
Hindi ya mathiko ma retired Colonel James Gitahi, SK Macharia ni atarĩirie ũrĩa kura ciairwo gĩthurano-inĩ kĩhũtũku. Akĩaria augĩte register ya ahũri kura ndĩakinyanĩire ikĩro, ũndũ ũrĩa wacũngĩrĩirie Raila Odinga kũgwa ithurano iria anarũgama, akĩhĩtahĩtanĩra gĩtĩ gĩa gũtuĩka mũtongoria wa bũrũri. Akĩaria, SK nĩorĩtie mũtongoria wa bũrũri Ndagĩtarĩ William Ruto gũtigĩrĩra gĩthurano gĩũkĩte kĩa mwaka wa 2027 gĩgakorwo kĩrĩ na waragania, agĩkorwo Ndagĩtarĩ William Ruto nĩakenda gũtiga bũrũri wagĩrĩire.
Now I come to 2022 election, whereby I try to convince Raila that the voter register that is going to be used is not proper. They should give it to us, even if we are going to be his agents and organize the agents. He didn't think so, and because of the handshake with the Uhuru, he thought it is a free flow. Just for jokes, 2022 election comes. It's Raila against Ruto. They were saying we have deep states, and Ruto would tell them which deep states you have, because Ruto knew exactly how the extra votes will be put it doesn't matter. You know, I'm 82 years. If I get kidnapped or hijacked, 84. It doesn't matter. Kano has gone and he was younger than me. So we must just tell this, because I want to tell President Ruto, and it's good that Raila is here, if he wants to leave this country, good, because he's the president, and if he cannot do anything, yeah, whether he won the election or he didn't win, he's the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. But the only thing that can help us is to make sure that a new register of voters is created. If election comes before I pass on, like retiring in the next 2.5 years or so, so that all Kenyans can cast votes, and each vote will, even if I lose, he loses, at least he will leave a good country that counts votes, and each vote. So, my fellow Kenyans, this is what I would ask for President Ruto to do for us, to have a new voter register, and to make sure that the next election, whoever gets elected will be elected by Kenyans by casting votes.
Nyabara wa ndudu ya maminista Musalia Mudavadi nĩorĩtie gĩtarũ kĩa Afrika manyitanĩre. Akĩaria arĩ Nairobi augĩte mathĩna marĩa magomagira gĩtarũ kĩa Afrika ta maũhagũku wa ũgitĩri no mathire, mabũrũri maya mothe mangĩnyitanĩra na kũrutithania wĩra marĩ hamwe.
First, let me take this opportunity on behalf of President William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, who is also the chair of the East African Community Summit, to express his appreciation for your being available so that we can have a very brief consultation today. This meeting is important because, as you are aware, the joint ministerial session, which was recommended on the 8th of February in Dar es Salaam, will take place in Harare. on 16th and 17th. 16th, which is tomorrow, largely at the technical level, and 17th at the ministerial segment. Thereafter, our deliberations will form the basis of a report that will go to the heads of state of the EAC SADC joint session. I just want to maybe put the situation in perspective. One, we all want to recognize that the situation in DRC is dire, Eastern DRC. So far, it's estimated that there are over 7,000 civilian fatalities, and so far about 700,000 persons have been displaced. And this has led to a very serious humanitarian crisis in DRC, Eastern DRC. We also need to acknowledge that the continued fighting in Eastern DRC has the potential of spilling over into the neighboring countries and destabilizing the entire Great Lakes region and turning into a wider regional war if not addressed urgently. We note that the M23 occupation in southern Kivu has resulted in mass displacement of approximately 40,000 Congolese nationals fleeing to Burundi for refuge. Kenya will continue working closely with neighboring countries, regional blocs, and the international community in finding a lasting solution to the ongoing conflict in Eastern DRC for the prosperity and welfare of the Congolese nationals in the affected regions. Even as ministers, as the ministers received the report of the Chiefs of Defense Forces, we wish to draw the attention to the important issue of finalizing the task of forming the panel of facilitators. We should not spend too much time debating names. The situation is dire. We need to overcome this as ministers, and our heads of state are actually waiting for our recommendations. We can't keep on kicking the can down the road.
Nĩ ngatho thirikari nĩ ĩkĩrĩire kũgacĩrithia mĩtũrĩre ya Akenya arĩa marutaga wĩra nja wa bũrũri. Gũkũ Principal Secretary Mwandime akiuga thirikari nĩ yũrĩtie embassies cia Kenya iria irĩ mabũrũri-inĩ ngũrani maranagĩria na Akenya arĩa mathiĩte nja wa bũrũri kũmatha ũboco. Arĩtie ũũ arĩ kĩharo-inĩ kĩa ndege kĩa Jomo Kenyatta akiumagaria Akenya 15 arĩa megũthiaga bũrũri-inĩ wa Oman kũmatha ũboco.
Place some strategies that have been able to contain the challenges that Kenyans were facing while working in these countries of destination. So what we have done is, number one, we are signing bilateral labor agreements that are human rights based in accordance with the ILO model. That will guarantee the rights of our young Kenyans as they work in these countries. That is number one. Number two, we are sending out labor attaches. As you're well aware, we signed a bilateral labor agreement with Germany late last year, around September last year. We are deploying a labor attache to go there and guarantee the rights of our workers, so that in case anybody finds himself or herself in a wanting situation, you can easily reach out to a government officer who will be able to attend to your needs. So that is the second strategy that we're employing. And indeed, we want to thank this administration because they have allocated us a budget item for Germany as it is, and we know they're going to give us budget items for the rest of the other countries where we've put our focus on. So we will send out as many labor attaches as possible. But even where we don't have labor attaches, our ambassadors are on strict instructions that they must know the geographical location where our young people.
Rĩrĩ bũrũri ũhĩmbĩirie mathomo ma kĩrĩu, thirikari nĩ ĩkĩrĩire gũtigĩrĩra mathukuru 6,000 ma thirikari mena mĩtambo ya internet gũkinyĩria mweri wa Mũgwanja mwaka-inĩ ũyũ, arĩ ta njĩra ya kũgacĩrithia gĩthomo kũrĩ arutwo othe nginya arĩa marĩ na mawathe gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ.
I'm sure you know the challenges that the special schools are having when it comes to capitation. We are struggling with these children. Kindly, let us, all of us, put our minds together. Let's think about a differently abled child, whether deaf, whether mentally challenged, whether physically challenged, visually challenged. Let's all think about
these being children who are deaf. They can learn better if they are able to have visual access. So devices we are avail will enable them to improve their learning capability, and also we have provided a video conferencing solution. So with Kenya Institute of Special Education, they can be able to teach several schools from one location, and that's the solution that has been deployed.
Igatho riboti yo nĩ gũtwekanyaga gũikĩria tũkunde tũmaĩ nĩ tũracokereria na mangĩ maingĩ.
Igongona na nĩ ũrenda rĩagĩrĩre na rĩgĩe na ũgemu, aranĩria na JN Event arĩa maheanaga motungata ta sound system, hema, stage, DJ, lighting, road show track gatagatĩ ka motungata mangĩ maingĩ. Kana makinyĩre kũgerera 0702 588 778. Nĩyo gĩbũgũ mũgwanja gĩbũgũ igĩrĩ 588 Mũgwanja inyanya. Ona kana macerere wa ofici-inĩ ciao mũciĩ-inĩ mũnene wa Nairobi View Park Towers, gorofa ya Mũgwanja. JN Events, we speak your events.
The Betty Maviti Roberts Education Center nĩ thukuru wa mũndũ kĩũmbe ũrĩa wambĩrĩirio mwaka wa 2009 mwena wa Lanet na Ikuru. Tũheanaga mathomo gĩkĩro kĩa natharĩ, primary na secondary. Tũheaga arutwo aitũ maumĩrĩra mega ma igeranio ciao hamwe na gũkorwo andũ marĩ na wĩigĩrĩrĩki bũrũri-inĩ. Tũrathiĩ na mbere na kwandĩkithia arutwo a natharĩ, PP1 na PP2. Gĩkĩro kĩa primary tũrandĩkithia kuma grade 1 nginya grade 7. Na kĩo gĩkĩro gĩa secondary tũrandĩkithia kuma form 1, form 2 ona nginya form 3. Ha ũhoro makĩria no ũhũre thimũ kũrĩ namba 0701 098014 kana ũcere website-inĩ itũ nĩyo www.robertsedu.org. The Betty Maviti Roberts Education Center, pursuing beyond the competencies of your child.
Ũngĩenda kuonjorithia na ithuĩ no twarĩrie kũgerera 0720 394 177. Nĩyo gĩbũgũ mũgwanja igĩrĩ gĩbũgũ 394 177. Kana tũcerere ofici-inĩ citũ mũciĩ-inĩ mũnene wa Nairobi View Park Towers, gorofa ya Mũgwanja. Mũgĩ TV, mũgambo wa kwĩhokeka.
Igatho nĩ twacokereria rĩrĩa rĩikĩrĩka rĩa kerĩ mohoro-inĩ ma Mũgĩ TV thaa 3 Ngetĩka Waithĩra wa Gĩthure. Agũcokeria ngatho we ũratwarana na ithuĩ. Tukĩmũrĩka riboti ingĩ nĩ atĩ Maafitha a borithi a Taita Taveta matongoretio ni Commissioner Josephine Onunga maitete njohi itakinyanĩirie ikĩro rita 3,000. Oho ni macinĩte ciothi 20 cia kamari kuma Voi na Mwatete. Akiaria, Onunga ni orĩtie mũingĩ kũnyitanĩra na maafitha a borithi harĩ mbara-inĩ ya kũhukia njohi ĩno kaimana.
We want to tell the public, hii vitu tunavyochoma kama vile sisi amesema, tuachane nazo. If you want to keep our jobs, if you want to keep our familia zikiwa pamoja, if you want to maintain the unity of the family, tuachane na gambling na tuachane na pombe. Because alcohol and drugs and gambling is one of the sources that is breaking the family. It's causing divorce, it's causing separation, it's causing the education to...
Leo hii ni furaha yetu kwamba tumekuja kuchoma. Tumekuja kuchoma mashini za kamare karibu 20. 20 zingine tumeshikia Voi, zingine tumeshikia hapa Mwatate. Na ni drive tu ambayo tumeanza na tunataka tufagie zote. Tulizifagia mwaka jana, tukaendelea kufagia, lakini tena kuamkia mwaka huu tunafagia na zinarudisha, lakini tulisema hatutachoka. Tutazichukua na tuzichome kila siku mpaka wale wanafanya hii biashara wapate hasara kabisa kabisa, mpaka waache kudhuru familia zetu.
Riboti ĩngĩ nĩ atĩ gavana wa kaunti ya Kakamega Fernandes Barasa nĩaugĩte thirikari nĩatũgĩirie thirikari nĩgũteanĩria marĩhi marĩa maragathĩkĩtwo ma ibandĩ. Akiaria augĩte nĩgũtigĩrĩra mbeũ njĩthĩ kuma kaunti ĩno arĩa makinyĩtie mĩaka 18 nĩmoya ibandĩ ihinda-inĩ rĩrĩa rĩagĩrĩire nĩguo makahota kũhũra kura gĩthurano-inĩ gĩũkĩte kĩa mwaka wa 2027.
Karibu sana. Nataka kuchukua nafasi hii kushukuru sana kiongozi wetu Rais kwa kufutilia mbali malipo ya mambo ya ID. Hiyo ni jambo ambalo kama viongozi tulikuwa tunasinikiza kila siku. We want to have many registered voters. Na mimi nitasaidia, and I want that registration ifanywe mpaka hapa shuleni, all our schools. We are going to make sure vijana wetu ambao wamefika miaka 18 wamepokea vitambulisho bila shida yoyote.
Nĩ ngatho riboti yo nĩ gũtwĩkĩrĩra gaturumo Mohoro ma Mugi TV thaa 3 gagũcokeria ngatho we watwarana na ithuĩ kumana twambĩrĩirie Mohoro ma Mugi TV thaa 1 na thaa ici twĩkĩra thaa 3 gaturumo. Thiĩ na mbere na kwĩrorera tabarĩra cia Mugi TV, ngatho cia mwanya kũrĩ mwerekeria wakwa nĩwe Macharia wa Macharia kana DJ Vex. Ngetĩka Waithira wa Gĩthure, raria thayo.